What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a very tired edition of the Daily Juice podcast. To be honest, I'm not sure what day it is. I believe it's a Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday, but man, I'm on East Coast time. I'm on the West Coast. I am all over the place. Thank you for watching and bearing with me on this vacation as we're back now here in Las Vegas, but I am borderline delirious. Not been drinking, no. Just absolutely exhausted, tired here for the Daily Juice podcast. We had a pretty good run. We were good. 1-1 last night, 1-1 the last two nights, but a 4-2 week going. But overall, I think we wound up, if my memory serves me correctly, I think we wound up 17-7 on the vacation, which is pretty darn good if you ask me. So good stuff. Take some of those winnings that you hopefully have partaken in and go to omahasteaks.com and go and support the title sponsor of this podcast. Juice is the code in the top right-hand corner of the search bar at omahasteaks.com. You guys can go there. You guys will knock off 61% off of the gourmet grill package. That's a ton of food for less than $100, and I'm going to throw in 8 Omaha steak burgers on top of that. Go check it out right now, omahasteaks.com. Keyword juice in the top right-hand corner in the search bar activates the big savings you're going to get for a ton of food at omahasteaks.com. Okay, so I'm going to run through these picks relatively fast. I've got 2 of them, and then I got a third play that there are no numbers out yet for it. But if the starting pitchers are what we think they're going to be, I'm going to be on it. Well, let's start there, okay? I'll tell you guys this in the Discord channel at some point during the day, bettingpros.com/chat. And the first bet kind of goes along the same lines as what somebody asked me in the Discord channel on DM. They said, Matt, what is betting the streak? Okay, so the Phillies have won the first 2 games of this series against the Rays, okay? Betting the streak means we're going to bet the sweep, okay? If we have a team that's won 3, 4, 5 games in a row, we're going to bet the streak. Really, to me, it comes down to 2 games. You know, betting the third game is betting the streak when I say that, okay? It's betting the streak. It's betting for the sweep. Phillies are going to start a guy who has not given up a run on the road. Christopher Sanchez, we bet this guy before. On the road, he has ERA of 0, okay? Started 1 game so far on the road. I thought he started more than that, but only 1 game so far, went 4 innings, .77. Is he an opener? He might be an opener, but in the month of June, he's got a 2.40 ERA. He's 0-2, but a 232 opposing batting average. Sanchez got in. He pitched against the Nationals and the Mets at home. I think we were on both those games. 6 innings in 5 innings, 1 earned run and 3 earned runs in those 2 starts for him. But he's been pretty good. Okay, on the road, only had 1 road start against the Oakland A's, 4 innings, no earned runs given up. So that's why the 0.00 ERA. But let's take a look at what Sanchez might do today against the Rays and the fact that Phillies have won the first 2 games of the series. So they got a decent arm on the mound, and they should be able to score some runs here against the Rays. The Rays are a team that they're giving up runs. Sean Armstrong is a opener for them here today. Getting that bullpen a little bit here and go to work. I mean, his last 2 appearances, 2/3 of an inning worth of work and 2 innings worth of work. So he's an opener, okay? Rays have lost 4 games in a row. Again, betting the streak. Need to see the numbers, okay? As long as it's not going to be totally egregious, and I don't think it should be, to be quite honest. I mean, the Phillies are on the road. They're 24-23 on the road. The Rays are still 34-12, but they're cooling off and coming back down to earth. Once there's a number posted, I want to bet the Phillies on the money line. Can't bet it, okay? I'll tell you what number I play coming up later on today in the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat. 2 bets I have made today. Reds, first game of the day, okay? The Reds against the Nationals is Williamson against Gore. Cincy, 26-17 on the road to the over. Washington is a flat 21-21-1 to totals at home. Williamson on the road, a 5.82 ERA and a 248 opposing batting average, 16 earned runs given up in 26 innings worth of work. For Gore, his ERA in June is over 4.5. He's got a 4.75 ERA at home, opposing batting average of 245, but 25 earned runs and 52 innings worth of work. We're going to bet the over 9.5 at -115 for the Reds and the Nationals here today for 1.15 units. And the Marlins are at home, and the Marlins are 28-16 at home, straight up, with Perez going. Now, Perez had a horrible start. We were on his start last game, remember? He had an awful start on the road. He got absolutely tattooed. Great time to come back with him on a bounce back spot. And it really isn't that expensive to take the Marlins, which I absolutely love when you have a team that the starting pitcher had a bad start and you get a little bit of a break. It's minus 130. You can shop around and figure out what number you can play here for the Marlins, but 130, 135. I got minus 130, 1.3 units down on this. It's Flaherty against Perez. Perez ERA at home is 1.01, an opposing batting average of 1.86. Again, he was horrible in his last start. Great bounce back spot. He's back at home. The Marlins are really good at home. Marlins have taken every game, I think, so far against the Cardinals. Let me double check on where because that might be betting the streak as well. I just love betting on Perez because I think he's just a tremendous pitcher. He's the best pitcher. Fox Sports won too, by the way. They've got this game. Simply 130 on the money line. Yeah, Miami's 3-0. So a chance to go for the 4-game sweep here against the Cardinals. Again, bet the streak. We're taking the Marlins money line at minus 130, 1.3 units down on that. Okay? So 3 bets for us going here today. Cincinnati over 9.5, minus 115. Marlins money line at minus 130. And then whatever the Phillies money line is going to be, I'm going to bet the Phillies as well for them to get a W against the Rays here to sweep Tampa. A little bit of a scarier bet, but I think we've got a good price. Maybe one. There could be dogs for that matter. Minus 110, minus 105, somewhere in that range. I'll update the price on that Phillies money line later on today in the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat. Okay, sorry for the brief podcast, but my brain is totally fried. Back to somewhat normal tomorrow for the Daily Juice podcast. As always, being brought to you by omahasteaks.com.